So, thoughts?
Nice to be moving on.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and at this time of the year, it's just really about that, trying to survive and move on. And you know, tonight again, we start out and they're a tough team to play against from the standpoint of they will give you opportunities, and if you don't cash in on those opportunities, the game can start to get a little out of hand. And what I mean by that is you get 2 and 3 and 4 opportunities, and all of a sudden your guys, instead of just focusing on maybe some of the success of the opportunities that you get, all of a sudden they start to get a little loose. And then we start giving up opportunities on the back end, and you have a tendency to give up a lead. And I just thought, you know, we did a good job of kind of staying with it, and then taking the lead and growing.
Eddie said getting the goal waved off kind of was a wake-up call, too. It's like, wait a minute, this isn't over. It could have been 4-2, and then all of a sudden it's not, and oh crap, this isn't done. You got to keep playing. Did you see it that way, too?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and you look at last night, you know, the third period, that was a 50-50 period, 13-13 in shots. You know, and when you're in an elimination game, nobody is going to go away easily. And so we've got it to 4. It gets to 4-1. We're a little bit lazy coming back into our end. And then they've got an opportunity to go 4-2. We get a chance to collect our thoughts, our breath a little bit, and then I thought we did a real good job at finishing the game from that point on.
He's the one who clanked one home to make it 5-1. And that was a record, scoring record for defensemen. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, Eddie's a special player. You know, I mean, he's had a great career till this point. I know he wants it to continue. I guess the best thing I can say about Eddie, in my opinion, from having the opportunity to coach him down at that end of the bench, is he's done a great job of becoming a complete player. Not only did he have 1 and 2 tonight, but he was +3. You look at his plus-minus over this year, he's playing both ends of the rink. And I'm happy for him because he's put in a lot of work. He came in and he's gotten himself in an elite cardiovascular shape so that he can go out and play 25, 30, 35 if he needs to. So I'm really happy for his success.
Were you starting to wonder for a while where that first goal was going to come from? Because, I mean, Bowling Green trapped you all to hell through the first period and into the second.
Yeah, and that's what I'll say. I think the guys just stayed with it. And, you know, from a guy that Dean has really preached to Johnny Kemp, you know, it's great to see you set the table, but it sure be nice to see you clean one up, you know. And he's been talking to him about shooting the puck, and Johnny came down. It was a good shot, you know, and he scored. He was a good player tonight. You know, when he got I thought after he scored the goal, that really ignited John, and I thought he played real well from that point on.
What the team really, you know, kind of took care of business at home this year. How in, you know, that's pretty important to having a good year, and obviously that's something the team's able to do this year.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it's, you know, that kind of snowballs. Just like I think you have the potential to have the negative snowball on the road. And I thought we did a good job in the second half of the year at continuing the positive and playing well at home, but stopping the negative on the road. I thought it was really important for us, you know, when you started Alaska and do what we did there, and then finish the way that we did at going to Notre Dame, winning a game there, winning in a Miami building that not many people have taken points out of. And again, I think that's contributed to some of our confidence. And that's a growing process. And so now we're done playing at home. So we have to go and grow some more this next weekend.
And I would say anytime you play a series like this, you want to get it done in 2 when you can. So obviously, you know you're moving ahead as pretty much as fresh as you can be after playing a weekend series. So.
Well, and you know, knock on wood, the guys, you know, we're pretty much intact. You know, sometimes you go through wars at this time of the year, and you have some of those soldiers drop, and knock on wood, that we'll be able to go to work and start to prepare for a very good fair state team. The last time we were up there, they got us twice, you know, and their goaltending's been good, and they've had some older guys put up some pretty good numbers for them. And so we're gonna have our hands full, but it's something that we're excited about moving on into the next round.
What does it mean to beat Bowling Green and, well, UNO's last home playoff series in this league? Because I know that you and Dean have probably been briefed on how big that rivalry is with Bowden.
Well, you know what, I was fortunate enough to actually be at the playing game, you know, and
Good man.
yeah, and to see that, and so, you know, it really at this time of the year, it's just important about us continuing to make steps. And I think the guys have done a great job at staying focused on what our job has been. They've done a really good job of that over the second half. And now the steps just keep getting bigger.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.